You see, guys, not even 15 minutes and something else has happened. Look at this. This is a Boeing C-17A Globemaster 3, and it's just flew all the way across central Saudi Arabia. And if we look at its tracking, it landed possibly, I don't know where, but obviously that's that's just where it put the transponder on. But look where it's been. It's obviously been to Yemen. You know, there is a large scale war going on right now. That's the only way I can explain it. They ain't sending these military aircraft all across the world for nothing. There is a large scale NATO event taking place right now involving multiple countries, and they are attacking right now as we speak the Middle East. It's clear. Yemen, Lebanon, you know, they've flattened Gaza, and you know, it won't be long before, you know, Iran join this theatre. And I'm just going to say this: they are putting civilian lives at risk here, because at some point they will provoke Iran, and when they do, you know, and Iran starts firing possibly thousands of missiles over towards Israel, those civilian aircraft are still flying in that vicinity. Obviously, a lot less than what there was this morning, but nevertheless, there are still United Arab Emirates aircraft, Qatar, flying constantly through that region. You know, I wouldn't take a flight to Dubai at the moment, or anywhere else you know, that uses that route through Iraq. No way would I take a flight through that, because the tensions are that high at the moment. It's unbelievable. Like I said, you know, we're talking now on the scale of minutes where events are changing. That aircraft can carry massive ordnance. You wouldn't believe it, the lifting capacity of that aircraft. And its also unique ability is to land on very short runways and take off on very short runways. That could land in a desert, or on a desert runway, you know, just a temporary prepared runway. That thing could land on that. We've seen them do it. We've got a reconnaissance aircraft, another Poseidon, heading back into the vicinity so it can patrol up and down the coast of Lebanon again. We have another RAF air refueling facility which has knocked off its transponder over Iraq right now. You know, they can't say that this is Israel anymore that's fighting these battles. It's absolutely NATO, 100%. This is the Royal Air Force that's getting engaged here. What the Royal Air Force doing over Iraq? Okay, you could justify an argument for they're protecting, you know, the Red Sea from Houthi attacks, and that's why they're sending their aircraft into that vicinity. But why Iraq? It's because this is a wider scale conflict than what is being told by our members of Parliament, our governments around the world, across all NATO countries, and the press. More than anything, the press are keeping their mouth shut. The prostitutes. You know what? They've got no conscience. Civilians are getting killed in these unannounced attacks. You know, you can say what you want, and I'm not an Iran sympathiser, but they telegraphed Israel of what they was going to do with a 300 missile and drone attack before they did it, and the airspace was cleared over Iraq. You won't get such a you won't get such a heads up off NATO, I guarantee you. And NATO right now are pushing Iran to come into this conflict. They absolutely want it to happen. And if Iran should decide to take action and launch a barrage of missiles over towards, you know, Israel, all those civilian aircraft are at risk. You know, if tens of thousands of missiles start flying from Iran, there is every possibility, if there are a stream of civilian aircraft in that vicinity, one of them will get hit. So they don't care about civilian lives. We know that. If they cared about civilian lives, they would have shut down what was happening in Gaza. But they don't. And they haven't stopped what's going on in Lebanon. And that's because they're all engaged. They've all got their hands in this. And clearly, the evidence is you're seeing a US Poseidon spy plane flying up and down the coastline of Lebanon, assisting Israel, and you're seeing the Royal Navy assist them. And this morning, I showed you Italy and France also in the vicinity with their fighter jets. You know, we've been threatened by Russia. Iran have threatened. China are very upset about all this, to say the least. You know, it is on the cusp of being an all-out Third World War. Any more updates, you know, be assured I will keep you informed. As always, bye for now.